してみたくてきっとどこかに答えある生まれてきた答えが人はみんなそれを求めやるせない逃せない夢に向かうの傷つくことは怖くないだけど決して強くないただ
Welcome to DCAnimeReview. My name's Christina. Then we have Doreen.
Hi, everybody.
And we also have Pooja.
Hello, you guys know me as Pooja723 on YouTube. What up?
Exactly. Everybody knows who you are.
I guess.
We're trying to make a name for ourselves. So we're going to be talking about different animes from the 90s. And then from there, we're going to go into animes from 2000s. Early 2000s.
And then after that, we have no idea what we're going to do because
exactly.
we don't know how to plan things.
Exactly. We do not know how to plan things
Whatever
at all.
comes into our mind, we'll figure it out. It's going to come to us, and then we'll put out whatever topic we're going to talk about.
Yes. So, like, if you're excited to see Demon Slayer, My Hero, or something current, you're gonna have to wait for that.
Exactly. We're not gonna do that yet. We're just doing one little baby step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So our first thing is, we're gonna start with the old school first, and then from there we'll go to you with everything else afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Yes. So everybody gotta just calm down for a little while.
Yes. The reason we chose 90s anime is because, well, we're old.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We're pretty old,
We're
yes.
ancients.
Yes, it's to you kids. You're probably thinking, oh, they're probably like us. No, children. We could probably be your moms. That's how
Exactly.
old we are.
Or your older sister.
Yes, we don't want to give that too much away. Yes, about that.
Okay.
We refuse to do that. So, that's being said, which should we talk about first?
Well,
guys?
how about we talk about how we got into anime?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And everything, yeah.
Well, it basically started with you guys, pretty much, I think. And then I came later on, because I wasn't a big fan of anime at the beginning, though I didn't realize I was watching an anime, because I didn't realize when I was a kid, I was into Pokemon, and I was a big fan of the show. Well, now it's really long, it's been going on forever, but
Ash has been 10 years old for 20 years. What is this nonsense?
You're all right. You're all right.
Yeah, 20 years. Very long time. It's been a very long time.
That is too long. I know. He needs to retire.
He needs to be a grown young man now.
See, this
I know
is
my
why...
nephew's gonna tell me no, but he should. I think Ash is long overdue, and even the show. The games I still like, but the show I think should stop.
See, this is why you guys should get into Digimon, because at least the kids goddamn grow up!
I guess, but I don't care. You know me, I never got myself into it. I need to give it a chance. I know
you are disowned from this friendship, okay?
Hey.
Oh,
That's not nice.
think
That's
about it
rude.
now.
How dare you?
Wow.
Disowning me. I don't deserve this abuse.
But it's true. Digimon did coming of age. They do grow up. They started as kids and then they all grow up.
Yes,
And
you're right.
Pokemon, he's like Peter Pan. I'm gonna say this. Ash is like a Peter Pan. He's a kid that never grew. He's like a boy that hadn't grown up yet. But we'll talk about Pokemon. I know we'll talk about Pokemon a little later.
Later, yes.
Yes,
Later.
I know.
This is our podcast,
started
everyone.
with the whole thing about
We
that.
just go into different tangents. This is our podcast, man. That's it. we have no plan. We're just saying whatever we want out of our mouths.
Exactly.
So,
You're
Doreen,
right.
how did you get into anime?
Well, it's funny because like the first anime I remember watching was definitely it was Dragon Ball Z. I was 10. I think I was younger than 10. And then I remember that I got into it, first before Christina.
Yes.
So, and I used to, as a kid, I used to sneak in early in the morning just to watch the episode.
Yeah,
I
because
know.
it used to come on early in the morning. Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon used to come on at I think 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And then I did saw Sailor Moon too. So that was another show I watched. But I watched a little bit. I was still a little later on. I started to interested in Sailor Moon because that's when I met when I met Sandra, like in high school. And it's funny because we started having a conversation. I remember this, and we were in gym or something. And then the moment we started saying about Dragon Ball Z, we're like, oh, we have something in common. And then we started staying friends till then.
That's our friendship, everybody.
Yes.
Dragon Ball
That is
makes
so true.
friends.
Yeah, I became friends with with Pooja years later.
Yeah. So that's what I remember. We became best friends, and then you came later, and then you started to it's not until you started watching Dragon Ball Z much later you got really into it. And my
Yes.
favorite character, I just fell in love with. Well, you guys know my favorite was Gohan.
Yes, we know your lover is Gohan.
I know, and you guys.
And us was Trunks.
Yes.
Trunks, yes. And I really started loving the story about it because it was I love about Gohan. I felt bad because his mom, Chi-Chi, always pressure him.
No, listen, do not. No hating on Gohan's wife. Gohan's mom, sorry. I can't think of
I'm
it
not
now.
hating her. It's that the only thing is that okay, she's a good mom. I'm not saying she's a bad mom. The only
Listen,
thing is
if you have an idiot like Goku who constantly wants to fight and nothing else and doesn't want to support his family,
Yes.
of course you want your kid to grow up, better than that.
I understand that.
Of course.
No, it's nothing wrong with that. It was good that she did provide the education for him. You know what I mean? I understand that. But then I'll have to say, if I'm gonna pick who was a better father, honestly,
We all know it's Vegeta. Come on.
Yeah,
we all know
of
it's
course.
Vegeta.
We
all
know
know.
that.
We all
Yes.
know it's Vegeta.
Okay,
Vegeta
that's
is best
true.
dad.
But
Yeah.
No, Vegeta and Piccolo. They're both
And
good
Piccolo,
dads.
yes, I agree.
both Vegeta
Those
and
two.
Piccolo were actually good examples. Like for Gohan, it was
I
Piccolo.
can't
to say,
stand
but-
Goku. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't stand him.
Everybody, we got a Goku
I mean, I know
hater
there's
here.
people that probably like Goku, but I can't stand that man because all he does is okay. I'm here for a little bit. I have to go off. I go train.
My
Then-
planet needs me.
Yes.
That's Goku for you. I mean,
That-
and I know we're talking about Z, but Dragon Ball Super just amps up Goku's stupidity tenfold.
Yes.
I realized that watching Super.
Which is
So
fun. Yes.
so Dragon Ball was how you got into anime, and you too, Christina, right? You got into anime because of Dragon Ball.
Yes. Dragon Ball was kind of it, and then I also was into Pokemon.
Well, me, you guys know, is my
Definitely.
one and only truly true first anime is Sailor Moon. Even
And
though
we know.
you guys know, but people in the audience don't know.
Fine. Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Okay.
We didn't really. We're talking about the character, but they probably have no idea about the story and what's going on. Especially.
I am pretty sure they know.
Well, now they know because I remember. You know what's so funny? Because I remember one time I'm actually sitting on the bus and I heard kids were talking about Goku and Vegeta and everything, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I was like,
now
I'm
the
very younger than us.
conversation is probably what's his face, Deku, and what's his rival's name?
Oh, Bakura. or
Bakura,
something?
yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, those two writers. Because you gotta think of it like this: Deku is like a smarter Goku,
Yes.
and Bakura is like the Vegeta,
Vegeta, yes.
but more arrogant than ever.
Yes.
Yes. The only problem is right now we're not talking about My Hero Academia.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's too current for us. We're going old school
I know.
right now.
Yeah, we're starting baby steps at a time, like Cowboy Bebop, or like if you want to.
Espaflone, Slayers.
Yes.
But you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna end up jumping once in a while. We'll jump a little ahead of one of the anime when we're talking about this, but then we'll go back. We're definitely gonna go back to the 90s, like Little Baby Step, and start with the 90s.
Yes, exactly.
So of course we're gonna have a bad habit of comparing. Sometimes we might have to compare a character to other anime characters too. We might do that because, like that's how I think of Goku and Vegeta. It's like now, like it's a new one now with Deku and Sakura.
But that's how a lot of these new anime creators are getting their ideas from, because they're looking at they're getting their influences from like the old like old school like Dragon Ball or Sailor Moon, like
especially Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon, and probably Pokemon too.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. Like, and even too with the magical girls, it started with Sailor Moon, and then everything else came afterwards. Like all these other like magical girl animes came out as well.
Like Cardcaptor Sakura, which I didn't really watch that much. I mean, I like the show, but I was more into Sailor Moon than I was with Cardcaptor Sakura. And after I realized that Cardcaptor Sakura got butchered to hell over here in English, because you know that her brother and the friend of his, they're supposed to be a couple, right?
I did not know that.
You learn something new every day.
I learned something new.
Yeah, you learned something new.
Wow, I'm so excited now. I learned something new.
Yeah, because we all know in the 90s that stuff was a big no-no.
Yeah.
LVGT couples were not allowed. That's why even in Sailor Moon, they turned the most iconic couple, Sailor Neptune and Uranus, they were like, into cousins, and it's like, okay, I don't stare at my cousin like that.
Yeah,
but now it's a different, it's a different era now, and it's a different age, and now it's like everybody's more open with that now. But it's the 90s, it wasn't like that. Everything was censored, and then you have 4 kids.
That's more 2000s.
I know, but that was later. But
don't remember about 4 Kids. Like, I mean, 4 Kids did one anime good with did good with Yu-Gi-Oh, but for the One Piece, I don't even want to go there.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
We all know the terrible pirate rap. It
was just
yes.
Have you guys watched Uncut Yu-Gi-Oh? Because it's on Crunchyroll. This is me promoting Crunchyroll and Verb.
But it's kind of pretty dark. It's pretty dark. Like, I even remember watching before they started Yu-Gi-Oh, the one that was like episode 0.
Episode 0, yes.
The horror one. Oh, that was
Season 0,
more dark.
Season 0.
That was really dark right there. So, if anybody gets the chance to watch that, you'll see a big difference with that one.
I think you can even watch Season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh on YouTube. But we'll get into Yu-Gi-Oh later because
I know.
I want to
go off topic. Let's stay on topic.
I can't, man. Now I'm gonna be like 2 hours talking about Seto now. So.
Oh no! Yeah, you and Seto.
Okay, we gotta rewind.
Yes, you and Seto. We know.
We're gonna talk about the pharaohs. So those.
All right, we're okay. Off of Yu-Gi-Oh for now.
Right,
so that'll be another podcast if anything.
There will.
Yeah, another podcast.
Let's go back with Dragon Ball because that's what we were talking about before we went into 50 million tangents.
I know, exactly. Let's go back to the Dragon Ball, what we were talking about originally.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so how I got into Dragon Ball was because... So my cousins were in school. My cousin was in school, so I used to come home earlier before him, and then he's like, can you tape record VHS with Dragon Ball for me? Because I really, really want to watch the show. This is before streaming. This is before DVR. Kids are lucky today. You can watch whatever you want online. But us...
Or you can stream it, exactly.
Or you can stream it, exactly. Us, back in the day, we had to use VHS or, like, blank DVDs to, like, watch our favorite shows. And then just record them on TV. But yeah, that's how I got into Dragon Ball. And the first episode I legitimately got into was when Vegeta died on Planet Namek. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but...
If you hadn't seen it, then I suggest you watch that episode before you hear it's about the spoiler part.
Yes, watch the show before you listen to this podcast. But Dragon Ball is like 290 something episodes, so I don't think children have the attention span for that now.
Yeah.
But they have attention for that other show, but I'm not gonna say it.
So
Yeah, that was my introduction, and I just fell in love with the show after that. Like Goku going Super Saiyan, Trunks showing up for the first time, the androids and Cell, and Majin Buu kind of ruined it for me though.
Yeah, Majin Buu, I didn't really care about that saga though.
Yeah,
No.
me either.
the best one I think was like definitely with the Android and like with the Cell Saga. I think
Frieza
those
was
were.
good too. It was just
Frieza, I did
Oh
like
yeah,
Frieza,
Frieza.
too.
Sorry, my bad.
Except
Frieza
it takes like 10 episodes to like blow up one planet, and when he said it was 5 minutes.
Yes.
I know
And then his heart disease thing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay,
it was
Goku
longer
is
than
still
10 days.
going with this disease thing. It's supposed to. I'm like, what are we? 20 episodes in? 30 episodes
It
in?
was
He's
more
still.
than 20 episodes.
I'm like, I thought this was only supposed to be like a 10-day thing.
When you started with the rival saga, like he had no idea he was an alien and everything like that, and it was not until Raditz came to say, "Oh, you know that you're my brother," and then it was messed up. Spoiler, that his brother's trying to kill him, and then he gives him one more chance, and then he takes his son Gohan.
That was
And it was-
Piccolo. No, wait, no, it was Raditz. My brain is
Right, the
not
rival,
functioning.
the rival. That's why I call it the rival, because remember they put it on VHS, which I have, that said Arrival, and that's why it was called Arrival, because it was when Raditz came to Earth.
Oh, you're talking
And-
about the really, really old Funimation dub. Or
Yeah.
Ocean dub.
I know.
It was.
Yeah.
I think that's
Ocean
what
one.
It was the
Yeah,
Ocean
the-
dub.
The
That was
old
before
one.
Funimation took it.
What made me like, it's interesting what made me like Gohan was the part that when he got angry, his power was so increased, and he became like this stronger Saiyan than his own father. And I'm like, whoa, where did he get this power from?
Yeah,
And it
and
was
then
like-
Super
But I
took
know
that
that-
all away from him.
Yeah, but I know, but the creator originally he wanted Gohan to be that the main,
The main
protagonist.
character, yeah.
Yeah, and I was happy when he finally got his title in the Cell Saga.
The only thing I was mad about though with
But-
that is that when Gohan was like he got all the way like close to beating Cell and all that stuff, he was like
got
then
arrogant.
yes.
Yeah, and he was like messing around with him. See, this is why you and I love Trunks, because he gets shit done.
Exactly. I know he gets the job done. And then you used to record all the episodes. Well, I know you both did on the
You know how long
VHS
it-
tapes.
You know,
So,
like,
I still have some of
them in my
those. Like,
bin.
I mean, I do have the entire series on DVD. Hoping they do a decent Blu-ray release one day, but I do have the entire show on DVD. But I still have the VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And I have and that's the thing. I have all VHS tape. I record it every time I used to watch it. I would put it on my VHS recorder, and I would record every episode all the time. Like I would get so up early in the morning just to record it, just to put every single episode there. And I was so devastated if I missed it. I was like, oh man! But I know they're gonna repeat again because they started to put it on Toonami, like that show Toonami, and I was like, okay, good. I'll get the
For those of you who don't know what Toonami is, in the States, it was like a prime time block from like I think from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. They used to show like different anime shows, and that's how the majority of us in North America got into anime, because of Toonami.
Yeah, and Toonami is still a good. If you want to see a list of good shows, and you want to see at night, definitely. Well, it used to be in the prime time, but they changed it now late at night after midnight.
Yeah, it's still going strong after like a 13-year hiatus. So I know Doreen, you like Gohan, and I know Christina, you like Trunks. Who are your other?
Yes.
Just two, because if we keep going, this podcast is gonna be like for like 5 hours. So
Yeah.
who are your other
Right.
two favorite characters in Dragon Ball Z?
Who's my other favorite character?
Just
I like
two.
Vegeta.
Okay.
And-
Elaborate. Why?
Well, because he kicks Goku's butt if he could, but I always like that confrontation thing because I didn't like Goku, so I'm like, oh, this guy's better. Even though he was arrogant and stuff, he's there. Like I see, like he's more there for his family than Goku is. So I never liked Goku because of that sense, you know.
Yeah.
Even though at the beginning he was kind of like evil, and you know he tried to kill everybody. And,
you're into
you know,
that, so
But yeah, I am. So I guess that's why. And then that's why I think I like Aaron, but I'm not gonna say anything.
No, don't
Okay.
get me started on
Nothing.
Attack on Titan.
Okay,
damn it.
we're going. We're fast forward again.
I'm gonna be talking about Attack on Titan for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I know. Because I know once you get started, you're gonna be like,
Yeah,
you know,
no, I'm not gonna stop.
you're not gonna stop.
No,
I know. You're not gonna stop. No,
Okay, and who's
no.
your other favorite character?
I like Icarus.
the dragon?
Yes, the dragon. What? I can't choose the dragon. You said anyone from Dragon Ball. Doesn't mean it has to be a person. And my reason is because he's adorable and he's cute, and I don't know what's happened to him.
He's
I hope
the,
nobody ate him.
he's the Yamper of Dragon Ball.
I
or
know.
more the Pikachu
I'm
of
very
Dragon
sad.
Ball.
I'm very sad about that. I miss that little dragon. I think Gohan stopped feeding him, so he said, I'm gonna leave you guys. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this anymore.
You know,
I'm
Icarus
leaving.
would have been a good pet for Pan.
Yes, definitely.
That was like
I
Gohan.
know. That
Yeah.
was Gohan's best BFF, you know? And they took him, they just said, Super just said, forget about him, take him out. I'm
Super
like,
said forget to a lot of things.
yes, I know.
we
Well, that's
we should talk about Super also, but after Doreen gives her two favorite characters besides Gohan.
Yes. But you can't just have Gohan.
Well, I did like I like Piccolo because he
Yay, Green Dad.
the truth is, even though he was really tough, that was like kind of like tough love to Gohan, but he kind of needed a little tough love. But he was always like later he did soften up. He did change his ways because of Gohan, and he became a better person because in the past, like, see, I watched Dragon Ball Z before I saw Dragon Ball, but I didn't know like in Dragon Ball he was actually bad at first. He was like a villain at first in the very beginning, and he was really Goku's rival for the longest time. And then it was not until like he ended up training Gohan, he started to get a closeness with him, and I liked that about him. And then I love the scene. My favorite scene was that when Piccolo straightened Goku out. I liked it that, telling him that he just, don't you realize the reality? He's a scared 11 years old boy. He's not a warrior like you. He didn't grow up in the woods like you. He didn't raise like the wood on his own like you. You know?
That's true, because Gohan
Yes.
doesn't really like to fight. He's just thrown into situations where he has to fight.
My other favorite character, who was, okay, I gotta say, if I had to pick another character, who was it? Who did I have that was my favorite? Well, it's not definitely Yamcha. That's what you guys think. It's not
Poor
definitely.
Yamcha. He was
was
awesome in
alright.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, he was better, yes,
Yes.
but not in Dragon Ball Z. No, actually, I like Tabon.
Tapion?
Tapion?
Yeah. Tapion.
We count movies? Damn it, you took my guy.
I'm sorry. I actually no, because I did like his character, like what he would do.
He's
for his-
basically Chrono from Chrono Trigger and Link
Yes.
from Legend of Zelda.
That's what I think, and I think that because what he was doing, and it was kind of sad, like because Trunks did got like this kind of big brother out of him, like he like, and the thing is like that it remind him, like Trunks remind him, like of him of his little brother, and it was kind of sad. Like that storyline was kind of sad, but
I feel bad for Tapion.
Make him
Tapion,
canon,
I felt
Toriyama. You made Broly canon. Make him canon too.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing about Broly because the fan base is
I know. Wait, the
too
Dragon
much.
Ball fan base is.
I'm just gonna be
rabid at Broly.
quiet.
surprisingly, I like this Broly when they did the Super.
Exactly.
In the movie?
I actually
Yeah.
do like him in the movie because in the other one, all he says is Kakarot, Kakarot, Kakarot. And I can't
Well, in
stand
one
it.
movie he had some conversation with that, but it wasn't a lot. This one he had more like a little more personality in Super than he did when he was in the other, like the regular Dragon Balls Z
Yes.
movies. I liked it Broly that way. I did like it. Actually, yeah, Broly was another one. Like I liked the Broly in the Super. I hate to say it, I liked him better in the Super.
Yeah, they gave Broly more development in the Super movie. Well, since you took my, that was my choice. I was gonna say Tapion, but
I guess people can have the same.
no, that
Like,
wouldn't be fair. And since we did not include any women in this podcast right now, any female characters in Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna say Bulma.
Okay.
I like Bulma because, well, she's Bulma, and you know, she's just great. She's a great scientist. She's a great inventor. She'll set Vegeta straight. You know, she was there from day one.
Yes.
The only thing that I didn't like about Bulma because she seemed like she act like she's brave, but then she runs off. Like she always like in the situation. Like
Yeah, but that was her younger self.
That was when she was young, man. And you know, I give props to her Japanese voice actress who passed away a couple years ago for voicing Bulma for that long.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's
But
Okay.
you got to think about when you were a teenager. How did you act? So
Well, we were weird ass teenagers, okay?
yes, we were very strange.
Yes.
It's like everything was reversed, like backwards.
I know we didn't. It's funny because
Like, I
I
don't
didn't
wanna-
think about guys or anything like that. It was like more with the schoolwork and also with anime. So I was like,
Exactly. And my second favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. If we're talking villains, as favorite
Cell?
character, definitely Cell. Yes.
yeah, I really.
I figured that.
I would think of the androids, honestly.
What, 17 and 18?
Yeah, they
Those
have
delinquent children?
Yeah, delinquent sons.
No, I mean, they mellowed out in Super a lot, especially 17.
Well, 18 broke Vegeta's arm, man. I'm like, okay, that was bad.
You know what? Since we're talking, but keep going towards Super.
Like,
Might as well talk about
Might
it
as well
again.
talk about Super.
Yes.
Let's talk about what a hot mess that show. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
So, what we think of Beerus and Whis?
I like beer and whiskey.
You want some beer and whiskey? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
wait, is whiskey Beerus because he got a
Yes.
whiskey or something like that?
No,
Whis,
like whiskey.
Whis is whiskey and Beerus is beer. Like all the gods and angels in Dragon Ball are based. Dragon Ball Super are based on beer and alcohol and wine. Sorry.
And wine. Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's so funny. Well, let me see. For villain and super, well, yeah,
Goku
Well,
Black.
Goku Black, yes.
Goku Black, yeah.
That
and,
is the only Goku that I like because he's evil.
Okay, when we say Goku
Don't-
Black, we
don't-
say Rose
Don't try to
Goku.
understand my thing with evil bad guys. But anyways,
And
Well, I'll take
the voice
Rose
actress
Goku
for
then.
Goku, Masako Nozawa, she's like always so surprised that that Goku Black has such a high female fan base.
well, he's hot or evil, you know? We don't want to see Goku like the way the original Goku the way he is.
I don't know why, but it's bad that when Goku. Okay, there was two things that made me like. I hate to say it, I got attracted to Goku. I'm sorry, but
Ultra
two
Instinct,
things-
Ultra Instinct, Ultra Instinct.
Yes, that one, and then when the bad one. I don't know why. That's so bad.
Well, that's what Masako Nozawa said. Like she's surprised that that Goku Black has a lot of female fans. I'm like, have you seen Goku Black?
Exactly.
Because they never seem to get a side of him. That's what it is. He's like a bad boy, and like it's bad.
But I'm sure there was fanfics of this of Goku Black a long time ago anyway. So I'm sure
there's been a lot of fan art and fan fiction before Goku Black was even considered an actual thing. Like everybody always wondered if what if Goku was really evil? What would he be like?
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
okay, go ahead.
Because you know what, Dragon Ball Z was like that made me got into anime, like my all-time favorite.
There's a reason why
Anime
we're
of
friends.
And friends,
yes, it's the
that's
only
our
reason.
friendship. That
Well,
we've
we
been
can't say
friends
that.
since
There's
I
other
was
qualities.
since I was 15 years old. We've been friends for over more than 15 years, actually.
20.
And 20 years. I know. Well, yeah. And the thing is that this show will be a lifetime classic. I'm gonna say a lifetime classic.
Yeah, you kids today with your My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer and what else is popular?
Well, One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece, that piece of
One
crap that I don't
Piece.
care for. I'm sorry.
You're like, I'm sorry. And we can talk the fan base.
Boruto, those other.
Oh
anime
yeah, Boruto and
topics, too.
Boruto's dad.
Yeah,
Yes.
like a,
Which I know you don't care about
Yeah, I
either.
don't care for either. Yeah, everything,
care.
everything. All these shows now. You give Akira Toriyama. Everybody took influence from him.
Yeah, and it's true. And if you look at some of the creator actually said they were inspired by Dragon Ball Z. That's how they saw their ideas actually. Like I think it was My Hero Academia, the creator of My Hero Academia got that idea. I think he got the inspiration
Yeah,
from
and
the creator
Naruto.
of Dragon and Naruto. That's the two people he got inspiration from. So and that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't like today anime wouldn't be what it was if it wasn't for some of the 90s animes.
Exactly.
Everything has to
And
start
effect.
somewhere.
gotta start
Exactly.
from-
Yeah, we had wonky ass animation back in the day, not this clear, crisp
I
HD,
know.
beautiful animation back in the day. But hey, man, we had fun back in the day.
Yeah.
Coming home from school after a hard day, and we just wanted to veg out and watch our anime. That's how it was back in the 90s.
Yeah, or you went to Blockbuster and you rented you rented a movie or you rented a video game or something. That was the way everything was. It wasn't this streaming thing or going to Netflix and just watching a movie on there.
Yeah.
It was you actually physically got out and you actually did something and maybe lose a couple pounds, walk into your nearest Blockbuster or West Coast Video to get your movie.
Wow.
Well, I
West
mean,
Coast
because
a long
of current
time.
things, going on, which I don't want to mention because YouTube is very strict with that stuff.
Yes, so we won't mention.
We won't mention the thing that's happening in the world, but because of
Exactly.
that, we're back to, being at home and just chilling.
Yes, but I don't know if that's a reason why everything is what is going on right now. Maybe it's just a way because everybody got disconnected from family
That's
pretty
true.
much. It's like everything is all a media or social media thing, and it's like everybody forgot about their families
Yeah, that's true.
and like having that time together because that's what most people did. They spent time together, and it wasn't like this whole thing that two people have to work. It was like, hey, someone could stay home, someone goes out. You didn't have to have two incomes in order to make a living.
Exactly. That's some real life lesson for you, children.
I know.
You want to talk about tomorrow?
Okay, so
Do you want to go into Sailor Moon?
Yes, please.
Of course, she's like, yes, please.
All right, so let's go. We'll go into Sailor Moon tomorrow.